All right, we got about 40 minutes or so. What's the plan now?
Uh, I think we got to go talk to Federico, but beyond that, I think that's it.
All right.
Make sure
Cromwell.
Ryan
Cromwell
and
does
some
want
of
to
his
talk to you.
flunkies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also,
Make sure Ryan and his flunkies
are we
running
actually going to bid on the
security.
sword? Is that something we're planning on
Cromwell
doing
will
now?
actually message you again that, like, Nathan, I need to, like, talk now.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys go talk to Federico while I go talk to Cromwell.
Okay.
Ask Cromwell how much he thinks the sword will go for.
Okay.
Me and Emil are counting up.
Make sure that
Yeah, we're both like counting up our.
do your best to figure out what his plans for Tally are, and I trust your judgment. If you think it's reasonable, let him know about the fact that Helena, someone would like Tally to remain standing and undead.
Yes.
Okay.
If it's not reasonable, don't tell him, and we'll have to figure out some other way around. But see if you can figure out what his plans for Tally are.
Okay.
Yep. Cool.
Basically, if he's, I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch, daughter of a bitch, whatever, and put her in the ground, then
Just
don't tell him.
Yeah.
But if he's like, I've got a distraction planned, then
All right, back. Oh, good. Okay. So, why don't we do Nathan and Cromwell first, and we'll do
Sure.
The others and Frederico. So Cromwell is going to be behind the scenes, and he's going to be like, you basically just missed him when you were checking out the art. We can say you checked out the artifacts beforehand too. You
Sure.
probably looked at them. So he seems to be busy setting things up. Nathan, we have a slight bit of a problem.
we have a lot of problems, but none of them are terribly large at the moment.
Oh, we have a much
Let's-
larger one than we were expecting.
Oh.
The auctioneer we were arranging can't make it.
All right.
Do we have anybody that's skilled in running an auction at all?
Off the top of my head, do I know anybody who's skilled at running an auction?
Let me see
Ryan.
here.
Not Ryan.
Really not Ryan.
I know.
You could probably do it. You have finances of 4. I'm going to say finances could run an auction, but it's not going to be, like, perfect.
Okay.
So if you want it, if you could try to do it, or you could try to figure someone else. Another person with high finances. You talked to him yesterday,
Yeah, no.
but he doesn't seem the energetic type.
No. Then again, neither am I. Okay.
But this is probably not a high intensity auction anyway. This is like a very, this is a high end auction.
Fair. All right.
I'm gonna say you probably haven't encountered one of these before, like an auction like this.
Probably not quite like this one, but
No, but at least a high end auction.
a high-end auction, yes. All right. Let's see. Who else? Nope. Rate? Nope.
He talks well, but he does not talk well enough to do the auction. I think I had him French. I can't remember. He's French now.
Okay.
Get away,
Lars really showed up here at the behest of Helena for like possible need for technical expertise for something.
Sure.
And Rate came along as his assistant.
Let's see. Nope, no, no, no. Maybe. Nope. 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 Maybe.
Yeah, who's Mr. McDowell?
Mr. McDowell is a technocrat, and they're known to be in league with Caine, or at least some of them are. But he was also talking to him earlier.
The rest of them are all about order in a way. I mean, they're like, they really dislike normal mages, and they probably dislike other supernatural things, but they look at things like vampires or werewolves maybe as a little bit more natural than like a mage, because a mage like alters reality. You guys don't do anything crazy like that per se. You were just, you have they have unique abilities and you just use them simply.
Also,
you're like lower on the hate scale.
The reason I mentioned him is because my dyslexia kicked in and I read businessmen or instead of business suit in the notes.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, if he's a businessman, maybe. No, wait. Brain dirt.
All right. How long do we have before the auction starts?
Probably a couple of hours at this point in time. We've probably gone for a couple hours. You're probably about like halfway through your time. So we'll say like, if you guys got up 5, we're 2.5 hours in. You got 2.5 hours before it gives. Give a half an hour to prepare yourself. You got like 2 hours to finish up all the problems.
Alrighty. Do you have any suggestions, Mr. Cromwell?
It's a tough thing. I have a few folks who might be able to run it, but not well.
I've been to a few similar auctions, so I might be able to handle things myself.
I could ask Fieldings. He has some experience with this sort of thing, but not for quite a while. And he's a little nervous still about everything as usual.
Yes. I will see if I can figure something out, and I suppose as a backup, I would run it myself.
So the plan is at this point in time, in case you do run it, each of the items has a kind of base price agreed upon with those that had put it up. Some of them are quite lower in comparison to the others, but some of them might also go up a little higher, depending on how many people are voting for or bidding for it.
Bidding, yes.
There's some base descriptions given by each of the items that can be read out or looked over by the auctioneer before each is done. They don't give a lot of information, but it seems that most people know what they want in this collection. As I said, I have an inkling of a few things, but I'd rather not speak of them. If you don't know what you want, I would not recommend just bidding on it. You might get into a quagmire you don't need. And besides the fact, I don't think you're looking for any of the items directly except the arrangements we've had. If you end up running it, you'll have to have one of your associates be your proxy.
Of course. There are plenty of proxies here. Obviously, that's not unacceptable.
The one that we are now looking into.
Among others, yeah.
Well, let me know what you
All right.
decide, then.
Will do.
So, Emil, Dawn, you met with Friedrich. Friedrich is in his room, sharpening knives. Shh. 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 Can I help you?
It's a neat little collection you got there.
Yes. Each one is for a different person. Right now, at least. I have a list of revenge that must complete before I leave this island. Tonight will be a very busy one.
Could you point me to, which one's for who, kind of thing?
He's gonna look at this, like, kind of curved, serrated one. This one is for Padua. He needs extra tearing of his flesh as he feels his unlife end. This one
Keep
here,
in mind, we're supposed to bring Helena his head.
if it remains intact. This one is for another. For Mr. Hound, the wolf, the dog. I plan on gutting him. He will live through it, as we all would. But it will be very entertaining to see him suffer more before I cut off his head.
And, that one?
Ah, this one. You see, there are a number of those folks accompanying a Mr. Victor, his mercenary friends. This is for all of those betrayals. This one is if I can get a hold of the Bali demon worshipper. They should be extinct by now. They are not. This one is here because I have met with a man from the town, from the auction, who has offered me money for a woman's head.
Can you disclose who? We'll keep it between us, obviously.
It is probably best to let you know, since we are working together. Maldivis, the Anarch woman. For her crimes in Chicago, Ballard has asked me to take care of it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I now realize that there was this distinct possibility that Frederico would have gone after me.
He's just got one in the background, like, I don't need to use that one.
Yeah.
This
That would
one,
have been unpleasant.
this one may not be used. There is a very big danger today, but depending on how it goes, depends on how things will end up.
Okay, so just to clarify, we are going to inform him not to kill Tally? That was on his list, right?
See what his plan for her is, and then decide whether.
Is Tally of specific gender? Because
Man,
okay,
Also, if I remember correctly, it was kind of fluid, right? Or was that someone
no,
else?
that is the one that's going to be brought in.
Oh, that was, okay. Right.
Yes.
Micah
Micah.
Vicus.
Micah Vicus.
Okay.
So you guys are aware that the meeting with Tally to negotiate the defection is happening tomorrow night.
Yes.
So you could presumably ask for that to happen following tomorrow night. Like,
Yeah. So, when were you planning to attack Francisco and Tally?
And which knives?
I will respect the rules that have been in place in this place. I will see if one of them will leave the location at the end of the auction. There are probably those that leave. I have plans and arrangement for those. But also opportunities. Some of these might not be used. This one needs to be used. That is why I'm here. These others are just in case.
Is there any chance instead of it being tomorrow after the auction, it could be the night
You mean
after
tonight?
that.
Tonight after the auction.
Oh, wait, hang on.
He wants to deal with stuff tonight after the auction.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
okay.
some people might leave post-auction and try to get going right away. If that would happen, he would plan to murder at that point in time.
Well, they'll probably end up sticking around an extra day, as I have heard that Tally is meeting with someone tomorrow.
Who is he meeting with? Who is working with the Sabbat and must I kill?
More like Sabbat is turning coat.
Lies. You have been deceived. Do not let them trick you. The monsters must be put down. They have caused nothing but dangers and death to us all. How many of my elder kin have been slain? How many greats among us have gone to their diablerization? Monsters, the lot of them. If you heard these lies, do not trust them. I must step up Tally's murder, then.
Dang it.
Nathan forgot to tell you. Helena said, don't tell him. She did say he's an extremist.
Did Nathan not tell us to tell him? Because I would have held to that if he did. Nope.
She did say he was an extremist. Be careful what you tell him.
Well,
Try and get some information out of him first, so maybe push it back a little until we've used him first.
Someone roll me. I gotta figure out persuasion here. It's gonna be manipulation and maybe subterfuge. Manipulation, subterfuge. I don't care. One of you roll that.
Hang on. What do I have in
manipulation
manipulation
and
subterfuge?
I have 3 dice. What do you have?
I have 2 manipulation and I have a subterfuge as well. I have 3 dice.
We both have 3 dice.
Shit.
Oh god, yeah,
Can
he's
I
like,
throw in some intimidation? I've got 2 of them.
I was about to say that too.
I
was
mean,
about to go.
you are allowed to attempt to be intimidating, but it depends.
Look.
It's a different kind of emotion getting it across.
Yeah.
Let me know what you roll.
I would probably say, look, this meeting with Tally needs to happen. The result is if you mess it up, you will have hell to pay.
From who? The Sabbat.
From the Camarilla.
Why?
Like I said, they're meeting with him to try and see if they can.
If he wishes to
Yes,
go
get-
anti-tribute, he should do it in public. He should let those dogs know that he has seen the error of his ways and wishes to come begging back to us for mercy. And if he proves himself worthy with information and betrayal of them, then yes, he can see it. Very few of his...
Look,
I understand that
this is
some
not-
of his kind find the error of their ways, but they are beasts that need to be put down mostly. And he has
Well,
done
wait till
very
people-
many crimes. I cannot see if he could make it up.
wait till we can get information from him first.
Yeah,
And
we'll get the
besides,
information
it
out
will
of
be a
him.
great. And besides, if you let this happen, it'll leave De Padua alone.
True, it would be a better opportunity. I will let the representatives meet with him to see if he is worthy of of our accepting of his betrayal of the Sabbat. If a powerful one like him would become an anti-tribute, then it would mean a very deep wound for the Sabbat. I would like that better as vengeance, but I do not trust that he would be. Keep me informed,
Also,
because if my blade must turn against him, it will.
Very well. And out of character, there's a very good reason. Once I noticed his reaction, I did not mention that it was Helena who he was meeting. Not one.
He's probably thinking locals, you know?
Yep. That's
I've
good.
got no attachment to any of them. Alright,
Yep.
this is good.
He also seems a little murdery still, more than you thought he was before, so just, you know.
Yeah, I knew it was murdery, but this made it clear that his murdery is also a lot more personal. Like, I knew it was personal against Padua. I didn't realize how personal it was against the Sabbat in general.
Oh, yeah. The big battle in New York probably claimed the lives of a lot of Camarilla, and he managed to survive in Topor for a few years. And, woke up not feeling very happy about that entire thing. It was his failure, you know, so he feels like he needs revenge on the Sabbat by murdering a lot of them.
When you describe what happens, Nathan will be very proud of you guys for turning it away from "please don't kill him" to "look how it'll make this job easier for the thing you really want."
Yes, you're welcome. I realize I'm like veer hard, swerve, change direction.
Emil and Dawn are just like sweating, just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, no, this is probably a point where it's like after we walk out the door, it's just like.
All right.
It could have gone a
Good
lot
job,
better,
guys.
but it could have gone a lot worse.
Dawn's just gonna have to like lie on a couch somewhere, just very stressed.
Good job, guys. Whew, whew.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm glad I avoided mentioning Helena's name.
Me too. All right.
Okay. Any more meetings that you had planned right now, or are we moving into the proper auction?
I'm gonna
Did I
go
get any
talk
information?
Oh yeah.
And
Go
I
ahead.
want to know if any information from
Hakumala.
Aku.
yeah, Haku.
I did ask around a little bit. Some of the staff did hear a few things. I can let you know. Let me get the two lists in a position where I can quickly see them side by side and compare these things to which ones he heard from. Okay. The following was heard. Give me a second here. You know McDowell, Spash McDowell. He is interested in the Silver Sword.
Sebastian.
McDowell, yeah. Remember, it was a werewolf item. You
Yep.
also know, so you can guess who else might be interested in it too. I'm just gonna say that one, you know. Let's see here. Nefertiti didn't say anything. Not say anything. Not say anything.
She probably said something, just dominated whoever she said it around. Bitch.
Let's see here. Ones that you would have been overheard. I'm just trying to look at the list and see. Mr. Orson Holden. He is actually kind of interested in the gold coin.
Hmm.
The man Mark Stantz. He is interested in the vial of blood. And Quistamala is interested in the spider totem.
That makes sense.
There's one that's a little unusual. Sylvan Ivanovich is not interested in the silver sword. Sylvan Ivanovich is interested in the headdress. And that's what he was able to find out from the people.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Then I will go find Christine.
Okay. You can find Christine. She's probably in her room right now.
Sure. Polite knock.
Who's there?
Nathan.
The door will kind of like open with a small crack, and there's just this like look of utter death and destruction upon you.
Hello.
Hello.
I believe you...
I know it was you and your lot that arranged things for me. I recognized the two that grabbed me. Just know that things haven't gone well for me. But they haven't gone so bad that I'm going to just murder you outright here.
Well, thank you. I believe your previous profession was librarian, correct?
Yes.
And you were quite good at it, if I recall.
Yes.
If you don't mind my asking, who are you here to represent?
Private.
Well, the reason I ask is apparently the auctioneer who was to run the auction has vanished. And I was thinking with your organizational skills and customer service working in a library, perhaps you would be able to run the auction in their stead.
She was going to give like a very wry smile. That can be arranged, but you have to arrange something for me. There's someone
What's
here
that?
that'd be willing to deal. A Mr. Celestine? He's a little more liberal amongst the Tremere. He always goes for what he wants. I want to be a Tremere. I'm tired of skimming for blood as I have for the past number of months after what you've done. Get him to be my sire. Doesn't have to tell anybody about it. I can be a wayward.
Very well.
You can even have it at a place that's international, so no one can complain about princes and cities. Or small. Doesn't matter to me. Arrange it. You've got yourself an auctioneer. And I'll remove you from my shit list. For now.
Fair enough. And your current patron?
I'll take care of the business I need to for now. But if I don't need blood anymore, I might be persuaded to end my connection there also.
Very well.
You arrange it. I want to see the man face to face. He's not a liar. I know that much.
Excellent.
I think you have... She's going to check her watch. About an
An
hour.
hour.
Good luck.
Thank you. Off I go.
We'll leave it here, I think, is a good spot.
Much
my
more
gosh.
forgiving than I thought she'd be.
Mm-hmm.
That
There's
was
something
rather
she
nice of her.
always
I don't know
wanted.
what you did, but it sounded like that was a very nice thing, despite that.
The thing is, she was planning probably murder for you after she was done this business, and she was smart enough to be like, I'm gonna keep with the deal I made to get blood, basically, as a ghoul. She's a ghoul.
Mhm.
But she's always
Yeah.
wanted to be a Tremere. But she's like, oh, there's someone here with less scruples amongst the Tremere that would be probably willing to embrace me. She doesn't need a sire necessarily. She knows a lot about the thing. She's been a ghoul for a while. She probably has some dots and some disciplines like things and thaumaturgy. So she can self-teach herself the rest of the way. She just needs that embrace. And she's been waiting for it, and now she's like, I will take advantage of you bastards. So much.
Oh.
Hey,
She still might care to get revenge on you eventually. But you'd be less on her shit list.
yeah?
Yeah, sounds like it'll be more of a inconvenience though, rather than murder, which may be
I
better.
mean, you're probably guessing that, like, Orson Holden is probably high on our shit list since he's the one that got you to kidnap her.
Yup.
Yep.
If they only had a computer system in that library, I might have rethunk it. But they didn't.
Look,
And she was
look.
very rude to me.
The Tremere don't like technology as much. She was using the Dewey Decimal System at least.
It was shit. We had to find books in there, and it was havoc.
That was the point. They didn't want you finding stuff in there. They're dicks.
And now they don't have a fucking library.
Or a staff. But one of them's here to get it.
Ha ha, because we took their staff. The ghoul and all the people in the basement, they died.
There was a lot of deaths in that basement. You did set fire to an entire building, and there was, like, hidden basements under that building, but there was also fire above it.
Yeah.
But we got their staff.
And
Not
we got a
necessarily the
scuba tank.
faculty, but the staff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were real jerks to the Tremere in London. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
And they also
Yeah.
framed Christine for the staff stealing, in a way, and being involved in it.
And Yeezy Faux Show.
Yep.
He seemed to turn out a lot better though.
Like, when vampires came to kill him, he awoke in as a mage and, like, probably blew them away or something, you know? They probably didn't send anybody particularly threatening to kill him. They're just like, hey, you there, go kill him. You know, he's just a mortal. He'll be fine.
He's a low-level street pimp. What's he gonna do?
He was probably just hired on by someone to steal it, you know, but we should get rid of him. See if he will tell you
Apparently
anything.
blast them with a fireball.
Well, you know, that's what happened.
All
Easy
right.
faux mage! Yo!
Faux Show.
Anyway, yeah, we'll end it here, just so I can get running around and, you know, God, trying to communicate a meeting time with bad phone connections. Yes, I'll be there at 3:45.
That was so. No, 3. No, 3.
Yes. It's like, I'm trying to tell you it's 3, not 5. No, that's way late. Why would it be 5? God.
Tree Fitty.
I need that time to get myself around, use the bathroom, get changed, all that stuff, man. Anyway. So, thank everybody for joining us today. Thank everybody. Yes, we were a little early today. We should be back to the normal time next week, theoretically, unless something comes up.
Also, should be back to normal with
Records of Evil.
Records.
Yep, Records of Evil.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully Jinx will be either still where she's at, but have, you know, not have travel horror, and or be, you know, back home and not have travel horror. But when it sounds like she got in like 4 or 5 hours after she was expecting, I'm guessing, and she was just tired, I'm like, no, you don't have to play with us. If you're getting in late, you don't have to play. So anyway, why don't we go around? I don't think we did the intro thing today because I was just flustered. So we'll just do like say who you are, like where to find you and stuff. Hey, let's start with Worm.
Hi, I'm Diamond Worm. You can eventually, again at some point, find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWorm and at DiamondWorm on Twitter from time to time. Yeah, I'm around, kind of. Just not around.
Carpe.
Yeah.
I am the Carpe Diem. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, mostly Twitter. Yeah, I'm going up to Canada this weekend, so woo, fun time.
Enjoy Canada. And Jess.
I am Bubblegum Viking, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, and I am playing an excessive amount of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and it's great. You can fuck like everyone. It's a great time, and you get to play two, sexy Greek lady. Who doesn't like that? I'm living Dawn's dream. Oh, good old Dawn.
Alright, and myself, Canton Dracovin. I'll be back tomorrow with something. I've been switching kind of between Subnautica and 7 Days right now. There will be more on the agenda, but I felt like getting back to Subnautica because I love that game. And my current goal in that one is to build a base in every biome. It'll take a while. But chat if you don't mind some chatting while I'm like randomly farming up some stuff and some of that stuff, you can join me there for that. I might do that tomorrow. And if you're looking for more RPGs, Children of Wrath should be on Thursday, 8 p.m. EST. That will be the D&D meets Magic the Gathering. It is a grinding gears weekend, so if you're looking for Joe, my co-host on Discussing Tabletop, running a D&D game, where now we're in a futuristic world, so it's different than Records of Evil because rather than modern, we went like Star Trek, Star Wars.
Ooh.
Yeah, but so it's like even worse because it's like another couple hundred years of technology, and we're like. I love that my character keeps asking like our artificer, you know what this is? And he's like, I have no freaking idea. But I'm gonna keep asking him. Anyway, yeah, and then the normal schedule for the rest of the week. So have a good rest of your day, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We will hopefully be back next week, and enjoy the rest of Tuesday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.